Good afternoon, viewers. I'm Rishikesh Pandey, pursuing my final years for Bachelor of Laws from Pune University, and I'm a virtual intern at Harlem Solicitors. Today's topic for the presentation is Interconnection under Telecommunication Laws, a comprehensive analysis of intercellular networks and MTN network. As we know, we are witnessing an era of technological advancement, and these tech advancements led us to the agement of human effort. One of the consequences of this is connecting with anyone around the globe without regard being given to the telecom operator being utilized. And this phenomenon is known as interconnection. Basically, the term interconnection is used to denote where multiple telecom operator came into being. In this research presentation, we are going to answer the concept and rationale behind interconnection under telecommunication laws and what are interconnection agreements. The concept behind the interconnection in telecommunication laws. As we know, Nigerian Communication Act is a rundown concerning the sector of telecom network. Here in this act, interconnectivity is defined in section 157, which includes the phraseology as the physical and logical linking and connection of communication systems used or operated by similar or different licensee in order to convey messages to and from respective communication systems. Similarly, the World Trade Organization defines interconnection as linking with supplier providing public telecommunication transport network or services in order to allow the user of one supplier to communicate with another supplier and to have access services provided by another supplier. Interconnection is considered to be mandatory. Under section 96 of NCA 2003, it could be deducted that the obligation to interconnect is mandatory, whereby the phraseology inscribes as a network provider shall interconnect the communication systems upon the request of the another licensee. It is the duty of the network provider, which is also known as dominant or incumbent party, to generate interconnection or interconnection agreement to be signed by all interconnecting parties. If we apply the principle of the interpretation, it could be deducted that shall is used when a provision has to be followed as a mandatory one. So, in this reference, this provision is mandatory. Analysis of interconnection agreement. An interconnection agreement is a legally binding contract which generally specifies the liabilities, duties, and rights of the interconnecting parties. Under section 97 of the NCA 2003, this interconnection agreement is used to be registered within 30 days of its execution. Some of the clauses includes definition clause, which usually explains the definition of technical terms used in reference to interpret the whole document. Interconnection arrangement clause, which generally explains the arrangement of the network facilities for the interconnection, and conclusively includes type of traffic to be exchanged, architecture to be adopted for direct and indirect connection of the parties, physical architecture, mid-span meet arrangement for wireless transmission facilities, network maintenance and network outages clause. This clause specifically entails a positive duty over the interconnecting parties to maintain the network in the event of outage, temporary failure or permanent breakdown. It includes the notion like responsibility to install reliable network, willful non-compliance of the agreement, outage repair standard, and notice of the change. Local number portability clause. This clause includes a mandatory obligation over the interconnecting parties to provide for the facility of local number portability in consonance with NCA 2003 and FCC's regulation. Databases and signaling clause. The stipulation in the agreement provide the parties executing the agreement the access to the database and signaling crucial for formulation of the completion. The term and termination clause. This clause specifically state effectuation of the agreement and the notions on the termination of the agreement. Dispute resolution clause. This clause specifically states that what process or instruments of law should be adopted in the case of dispute between two interconnecting parties. Indemnification clause. This clause specifically stipulates for the indemnification of party against losses, claims, demands, damages, expenses, suit, or other action or any liability whatsoever, including but not limited to cost and attorney fees. Notion of disconnection. As there is obligation for interconnection of the parties, simply there is provision for the disconnection of parties pursuant to disconnection form 1 as mentioned in the guideline on procedure to grant approval to disconnect the telecom operator and include these acts cumulatively. As a consequence of these acts, they used to disconnect on the event of the fundamental breach of the provisions as provided in interconnection agreement on the termination of the agreement, where the parties to agreement acted contrary to the term of license for any other reason established under the act. In reference to disconnection, we are going to comprehensively analyze the case of Intercellular Nigeria plays in MTN Nigeria. Facts of the case. Intercellular Network is a network provider in Nigeria who provides affordable data bundle rates to their customers, headquartered at Balarabe Musa Crescent, Lagos, Nigeria. MTN Group Limited is a multinational telecom operator operating in 21 countries in Africa and Middle East. MTN is one of the leading telecom operator in Nigeria, followed by Intercellular Network. Both telecom corporations have interconnection agreements so as to execute the business effectively. MTN Group later on had disconnected with Intercellular on the ground that Intercellular had problematic connection with persistent non-execution of its maintenance of interconnection links and heavy cost of the interconnection facilities. Further, they also included they had a notice of winding up order against Intercellular Network. At a meeting between both the parties in February 2006, it was agreed that Naira 13 crore 57 lakh 47,325 debt is to be paid by Intercellular, where Intercellular agreed to pay this. Finding of the NCC. NCC found that MTN had also contravened the provision of NCA 2003 by restricting the calls from intercellular networks. Issue to be considered: whether the MTN Group Act to unilateral disconnection restricting calls from intercellular is valid, whether the intercellular network interconnection indebtedness to MTN is compoundable under NCA. It was directed to the MTN to reconnect within 48 hours or else to pay 1 million naira as a daily penalty, whereby the intercellular network was also required to execute the payment of the indebtedness within 30 days as agreed by both of them. From the equalization of above hypothecation with the case law, it could be deducted that in furtherance of NCA 2003 objective, which is ensuring competition and eliminating near monopoly powers in the telecommunication sector, it is therefore important for service provider to adhere with the principles specified in NCA 2003. I hope viewers you like this video. You can visit for more educational information for telecommunication laws, patent laws, IP laws. To visit these materials, you can visit to www.harlemsolicitors.com or visit our YouTube handle for more such kind of videos. Thank you.